Imagine this. You're walking down the street, maybe feeling a bit stressed, lost in your thoughts. And then out of nowhere, you catch this faint whiff of something, maybe freshly cut grass or like cinnamon baking somewhere, or even just that smell of damp earth after rain.
Yeah, that earthy smell.
And instantly everything just shifts. You're not stressed anymore. You're like transported. You feel this surge of warmth maybe, or a wave of calm, or sometimes a really vivid memory from years ago just floods your mind. It's startlingly clear. How does something as fleeting as a smell do that, have such an immediate, powerful, almost magical effect on us?
It really is one of the most fascinating aspects of being human, isn't it? It's like this everyday superpower we completely take for granted most of the time.
Right.
We rely so much on sight and sound, to figure out the world, consciously processing all that information. But our sense of smell, it operates differently, much deeper, often totally subconscious.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what we're doing in this deep dive today. We're exploring the surprising, often underestimated power of scent.
Yeah, digging in.
We're going to unpack the science behind this incredible connection: smell, memory, emotion. We'll look at specific scents that, research and just experience suggests have particular effects on our mood, our mind. And maybe most importantly, we'll explore simple, really actionable ways you can tap into this. Use this profound sensory connection to bring, more joy, more calm, more well-being into your daily life.
And it's all based on the collection of articles and research, the insights we've gathered for this.
Exactly.
It's kind of a journey into your own personal scent memory bank, isn't it? Like this library of smells shaped by your life, holding keys to moments, connections, and ways to shift how you feel right here, right now.
Okay, so let's really get into it. How does a smell actually achieve this? Because it feels instant, it feels profound.
Yeah.
But it's not, like, mystical, right? There's actual hard science here?
Oh, there absolutely is. It all starts when these odor molecules, tiny little particles flying around in the air, enter your nose.
Okay.
And inside your nasal cavity, you've got millions of these specialized cells. They're called olfactory receptors.
Olfactory receptors, got it.
Think of them like highly specific locks, just waiting for the right molecular key to come along.
Ah, okay.
So when the right odor molecule binds to one of these receptors, boom, it triggers a signal.
And those signals go where? Straight to the brain, I assume, but where exactly?
They get sent directly to a structure right at the front of your brain. It's called the olfactory bulb.
Olfactory bulb.
Yep. That's basically the main processing hub for smell information, the first stop for everything you sniff.
So far, that sounds maybe kind of similar to how other senses work. Like eyes send signals to the visual cortex, ears to the auditory. But you're saying smell is different.
This is where it gets really interesting and unique, because unlike sight or sound or touch, which usually send their signals through several relay points, like filters and processing stages in different brain areas before they get to the emotion and memory zones, the olfactory bulb has this direct superhighway connection straight into parts of the brain that make up the limbic system.
The limbic system.
Right.
Okay, that's ringing a bell. That's like the core of our emotional brain, memory processing, all that stuff.
Precisely. Specifically, the olfactory bulb sends signals straight to the amygdala, often called the seat of our emotions, especially things like fear and pleasure, and the hippocampus, which is absolutely critical for forming new memories and also for retrieving the ones we already have.
A direct line. It just bypasses the usual route. That seems incredible. Like no detours, no checking with other departments first.
That's pretty much it. Imagine other sensory info needing multiple levels of security clearance, right? Going through various checks before reaching those deep emotional and memory centers. Smell. It basically gets a VIP pass, just walks right in the front door. This unique neural pathway is fundamental. It's key to understanding why smell feels so immediate, so visceral, why it's so powerfully tied to how we feel and what we remember.
Wow. Okay, so that connection must explain why a scent can instantly trigger a strong emotion or flood you with a memory without you even consciously trying to recall it.
Exactly.
It's not getting filtered or debated in the higher brain centers first. It's hitting those core feeling and remembering parts directly.
It really does explain it. And if you think about it from like an evolutionary perspective, This direct link wasn't just some random quirk.
Right, it had a purpose.
It was likely crucial for survival for our ancestors. Imagine needing to quickly identify the smell of a predator nearby.
Or spoiled food.
Or spoiled food, exactly. Or recognizing kin just by scent. These kinds of survival responses often needed to bypass the slower, more conscious processing. You needed speed, instinct.
Yeah.
So that rapid, direct processing link to the emotional and survival centers, it's a legacy we still carry. It's baked into our wiring.
That's fascinating. And it's interesting, too, thinking about development. The sources mentioned that a lot of our strongest, most enduring scent memories actually get formed when we're kids.
Yes, and there's biology behind that, too. The olfactory system is doing a lot of developing during those early formative years.
Okay.
And it's deeply tangled up with emotional development, attachment processes, all happening at the same time. So the smells we experience frequently in childhood, things associated with home, family, comfort, safety, play, they become incredibly potent anchors. They lock into those early emotional landscapes. The smell of your childhood home, maybe a specific brand of crayon.
Oh, yeah, crayons.
Or grandmother's perfume, the scent of a favorite blanket or toy. These things get deeply imprinted, and they can unlock a whole rush of associated feelings and memories, sometimes decades later.
And this powerful direct connection, smell, memory, emotion, it brings us perfectly to this thing often called the Proust effect.
Yes, the classic, named after Marcel Proust, the French writer.
Right.
In his big novel, Remembrance of Things Past, the narrator dips this little cake, a madeleine, into a cup of tea. And the smell and taste instantly trigger this flood of vivid, detailed, long-forgotten childhood memories, all connected to his aunt's house.
So that's the perfect illustration, how smells can just act like these powerful, involuntary time machines.
Exactly. So the Proust effect, scientifically speaking, is just that phenomenon. A smell triggering a remarkably vivid, really detailed, and emotionally charged memory, often completely without conscious effort.
You're not trying to remember that summer day.
Nope.
The smell of the grass just makes you remember it, and it comes with all the feelings, the sensations tied to it.
Precisely. And once you start paying attention to it, you realize examples are just everywhere in our own lives. Our sources had several really relatable ones.
Like the smell of freshly cut grass you mentioned earlier. For so many people, that scent is just, boom, childhood summers.
Yep. Running barefoot, maybe the sound of sprinklers, school sports practices.
Or the combination of sunscreen and salty ocean air.
Oh, that's a big one. Instantly transports you, doesn't it? Beach vacations, relaxation, warmth, fun.
Totally. What about the smell of old books? Or aging paper?
Yeah. Libraries, maybe quiet study time. Or the excitement, or maybe even a little dread of a new school year starting. Sometimes the smell of a grandparent's house full of old things.
And specific perfumes or colognes, those can be really potent.
Yeah.
Sometimes even a bit bittersweet.
Absolutely. The scent someone wore, it can instantly bring back memories of a past relationship, maybe a dear friend, a family member who's passed on. It's such a powerful emotional link straight to that person and the time you spent together.
Yeah. And seasonal scents, too, like pumpkin spice, cinnamon, wood smoke in the fall.
Or pine in the winter.
Right. Those instantly bring up feelings of holidays, cozy family gatherings, warmth, tradition. That feeling of being inside while it's cold out. They're so tied to rituals, shared experiences.
Definitely. And even just really everyday smells can be incredibly powerful triggers too.
Like what?
Like the scent of cookies baking that your mom or grandma used to make. Or maybe the specific laundry detergent used on your childhood blankets. The unique smell of a grandparent's home. These tack right into that deeply personal scent memory bank we talked about.
They really do. And okay, this raises an important question then. Why? Why are these odor-linked memories often more emotional, more detailed? They feel somehow clearer, more immersive than memories triggered by just seeing something or hearing something or reading words.
And the sources point straight back to that unique wiring we discussed, that direct brain pathway.
That bypass to the amygdala and hippocampus.
The research gives us pretty compelling evidence for this. Studies found that smell cues, olfactory cues, were significantly more effective at triggering vivid and emotionally rich memories compared to, say, visual cues, like looking at pictures related to the memory.
Wow, think about that. A smell was better at bringing back the full emotional memory experience than actually seeing a picture of it.
It's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? For senses we think we rely on so much more consciously, and they found this holds true even for really old memories.
Right, like from early childhood.
Exactly. Studies with elderly adults showed they could recall much older, earlier memories with greater clarity and detail when prompted by a smell associated with that time, compared to being prompted by pictures or words.
Yeah.
It just highlights the incredible staying power and accessibility of memories coded with scent.
And the brain scan evidence, the fMRI stuff, that gives us a window into what's actually happening in the brain, right?
Yeah, those scans showed that the memory and emotion areas, the hippocampus and amygdala, are literally more active when these odor-linked memories get triggered, compared to memories triggered by visual cues.
So it's not just that the memories feel more emotional to the person.
No, there's a direct biological correlate. You can see it in the brain activity. Those regions tied to deep feeling and memory formation are lighting up more intensely when a smell unlocks a memory than when a picture does. It just shows the unique biological punch that scent delivers, straight to the emotional core.
So what does all this mean for you listening right now? It means your nose is way more than just an odor detector. It's this powerful, direct gateway to your personal past.
A time machine.
Yeah, a time machine uniquely calibrated to your life, shaped by your experiences, your emotions, the smells you encountered during those key moments. It holds this map to moments you might have thought were long gone, just waiting for the right scent cue to unlock them with surprising emotional force and clarity.
But the power of smell isn't just about going back in time. It also has this significant immediate impact on our current emotional state, our mood, right here, right now.
Right. It's not only about accessing past feelings through memory, it's about how scents make us feel in the present moment. And this can happen even without us being fully aware of it.
Totally. You might walk into a room that smells nice or maybe not so nice and feel a subtle shift in your mood or stress levels without even consciously thinking, oh, I'm smelling lavender or whatever it is.
And the scientific insight into how this might be happening is really fascinating, like that research from Monash University you mentioned.
Yeah, exploring potential biological mechanisms, they found that inhaled components of certain essential oils can actually reach the brain.
Into the brain?
Yeah, and potentially interact with molecules like ascorbate, which is basically vitamin C, and produce antioxidant effects.
Antioxidant effects?
Yeah.
In the brain?
Yeah.
From smelling something. That takes it beyond just psychological association, doesn't it?
It does. And the researchers, they hypothesized that it's these antioxidant effects happening in key brain regions that might contribute to the mood benefits we see, like lowering anxiety and depression.
So it's not just, this smell makes me feel calm because I associate it with grandma's house. There could be a direct biochemical thing happening too.
That's the compelling idea they're looking into. Lavender, for example. It consistently shows mood-improving effects in studies.
It's always the go-to for calm.
Right. And the researchers suggest this could be directly related to its strong antioxidant effect within the brain. Now, they're still working on figuring out the details, like the optimal type and dose of these inhaled compounds for specific benefits, but the potential for a direct physiological impact is pretty significant.
And even setting aside that potential biochemical route, there's just tons of direct evidence from studies comparing pleasant versus unpleasant smells, right?
Oh, yeah, those studies are very consistent. Clear results. People exposed to pleasant odors, they report more positive moods, feeling calmer, lower stress.
And the opposite for bad smells.
Exactly. Those exposed to unpleasant odors report negative mood, more anxiety, irritability. It's a pretty straightforward, powerful demonstration of smell's immediate emotional sway.
There was that specific example cited, the study with rooms scented with orange and lavender versus control rooms.
Yes, that one found participants in the orange and lavender rooms reported significantly better mood and less anxiety. And it wasn't just how do you feel, they used standardized psychological tools.
Like questionnaires.
Yeah, things like the POMS profile of mood states and the TMD total mood disturbance scale. These are validated surveys researchers use to precisely measure shifts in things like tension, depression, anger, energy levels, fatigue, confusion. The scent literally shifted those measurable mood states.
Wow. And this isn't just lab stuff. It applies to everyday life, too. The sources mentioned a study where just using cologne daily improved mood in middle-aged people. And that contrasted sharply with lower mood ratings reported by people living near constant bad smells, like from big industrial sites or something.
It's a powerful reminder, isn't it? Our constant olfactory environment, the smells we live with day in and day out, they subtly shape our emotional landscape, whether we notice it or not.
And let's loop back to those odor-evoked positive memories again. Since smell is such a potent trigger for bringing back those vivid, emotional, positive memories, accessing those moments through scent, well, it naturally lifts our mood in the present, right?
Absolutely. It brings that past positivity into the now.
And what's one of the biggest benefits of an uplifted mood? Feeling better emotionally.
Reduce stress. Big time.
Exactly. And the sources even hinted at a potential physical benefit down the line from that. Reduced stress can potentially help reduce inflammation in the body.
Right. So you could potentially have this cascade effect. Pleasant scent leads to vivid, positive memory, leads to uplifted mood, leads to reduced stress, which could potentially lead to physical benefits like less inflammation. And it all starts with just inhaling.
Wow. It's like a chain reaction of positivity starting in your nose.
And the broader psychological benefits mentioned are compelling too. It's not just about fixing a bad mood. Odor-linked memories and intentionally using scents can apparently boost self-esteem.
Yeah.
Maybe by reconnecting you with positive past versions of yourself or moments of competence. It can also improve social interactions, perhaps, by evoking feelings of comfort or positive association that make you feel more connected or open.
Okay, that makes sense.
Increase optimism, and even help support positive behavior changes, like that interesting example with smokers.
Oh yeah, tell me about that again.
When smokers intentionally brought to mind pleasant memories triggered by odors, they actually experienced decreased cravings for cigarettes. It's like the positive feeling anchored to the memory helped push back against the negative impulse or craving.
Fascinating. Okay, so this raises the big practical question then. Given all this science, this incredible power, how can we actively and intentionally use this? Harness this simple yet powerful sense in our own lives for more joy, calm, well-being. It has to go beyond just passively noticing smells, right?
Right.
Exactly. This is where we move from the why and how to the what can I actually do. And the sources offer a bunch of simple, really actionable ideas for weaving the power of scent into your daily routine. You don't need some massive overhaul. It's about adding small, mindful sensory pleasures.
And one of the most fundamental ways is just experiencing nature directly, isn't it?
Yes. It sounds so obvious, but consciously engaging your sense of smell when you're outside is incredibly powerful. Like, actually stop and smell the roses. Literally.
Yeah.
Walk through a garden, a park, a forest, take deep breaths, notice the different smells, the earth, different plants, flowers, that amazing smell of damp soil after rain.
Love that smell.
Or go to the beach and really breathe in the salty air. Walk on freshly cut grass and really smell it. If you can, maybe plant some fragrant herbs, rosemary, mint, basil, or even a small citrus tree in a pot. Just getting outside and mindfully noticing the natural aromas around you. It's free, it's accessible, and it's incredibly effective for positively engaging your olfactory system.
Essential oils and aromatherapy. That's probably the most common method people think of for using scent intentionally these days.
They are super popular, and for good reason. Diffusers are a great, easy way to fill a space with a natural fragrance.
Right.
And you can explore single oils or blends based on what you're looking for. Lavender for winding down or sleep. Citrus oils like lemon or orange for energy and uplift. Maybe eucalyptus for clearing your head, especially if you have a cold.
Yeah.
The sources also mention using them in baths. Just make sure to dilute them properly, like with Epsom salts or a carrier oil first. Or adding them to unscented lotions or carrier oils for your skin, like on pulse points. Or even making simple homemade room sprays.
Like those homemade air freshener recipes described. They even touched on blending notes, top, middle, base, to make a more complex, maybe longer-lasting natural scent.
Yeah, though they rightly point out natural scents won't have the chemical staying power of synthetic ones. But the big benefit is you're using natural compounds, things that might have those positive effects we talked about. And using these essential oils, whether they're simple or blended, is a key way to intentionally infuse your home or workspace. But it's not just diffusers.
What else?
Simple things like natural candles made with essential oils, bringing in fresh plants like a few stems of eucalyptus in a vase, smells great, looks nice. Using natural cleaning methods, lemon cleans, and adds that cheerful scent. Considering woody scents like Palo Santo sticks.
You have to burn those carefully, right?
Yes, very carefully, mindfully, just for a short time. Or amber blends in candles or diffusers for a grounding, really inviting atmosphere. Even something as simple as brewing a cup of fragrant tea.
Like white tea or matcha.
Exactly. White tea has those delicate floral hints, matcha that earthy, calming scent. Just brewing it can create the soothing olfactory environment that fills your kitchen or living room.
Okay, so this brings up an important point. We all have daily routines. Where are the spots in your day where you're already spending time that you could easily layer in scent? You can really elevate existing routines.
Totally. Think about bath time. Instead of just plain soap, add a few drops of calming essential oil, like lavender or chamomile mixed with a carrier first, remember.
Right?
Use a scented bath bomb or bath salts. If you meditate or practice yoga,
Oh, yeah.
use calming or centering scents. Sandalwood, maybe patchouli, cedarwood. Use a diffuser nearby or a candle, maybe a bit of incense. It creates a more focused, serene space and helps build the sensory anchor for your practice.
What about just like getting ready in the morning? Skincare, hair care?
Great place for it. Choose products with natural, pleasant fragrances you enjoy. Rose, natural citrus, coconut, maybe jasmine, peppermint. It transforms a functional step into a little moment of enjoyable sensory ritual.
Yeah, I like that.
Bedtime, too. Make scent part of your wind-down routine. Mist your pillows or sheets with a calming lavender spray, or run a calming diffuser blend in your bedroom for a little while before you go to sleep.
Exercise. Hand scent help there.
Sure, use invigorating scents like citrus or peppermint in lotions you apply beforehand. Or maybe even look for workout gear that has subtle, positive scents embedded. Anything to boost energy and mood.
Okay, what about quieter activities? Like journaling or reading?
Make it multisensory. You could use scented pens or markers, maybe, or place a little scented sachet nearby. Or put a drop of essential oil carefully so it doesn't stain on a tissue near where you're reading or writing.
Linking the scent to the activity.
Exactly. Intentionally associate scents with these calming, focused activities. It can deepen the experience, maybe even help with focus or memory recall related to what you were reading or writing later on.
Even just starting the day.
Yeah. While you're making breakfast or getting ready, slice an orange or grapefruit and just have it nearby on the counter. Benefit from that zesty, awakening aroma. It's a natural pick-me-up.
Mindful eating and drinking seems like another fantastic, super simple way to engage smell daily.
It really is. And we often forget about smell when we eat. It's not just about taste. Pay conscious attention to the aromas, the flavors, and the textures of your food and drinks. A simple cup of coffee or tea, like a spicy chai or a floral white tea. It's not just fuel, it's an aromatic experience. If you just take a moment to really inhale before you sip,
Yeah.
biting into a juicy piece of fruit, cooking with fragrant herbs and spices, it becomes a much richer sensory pleasure when you consciously bring your sense of smell into it along with taste.
The idea of creating scent anchors. That seems like a really powerful way to use that Proust effect thing intentionally.
It totally is. You can purposefully link a specific scent with a positive experience or a state of mind you want to access later.
Like how?
For instance, maybe wear a unique perfume or cologne only when you're on vacation, or light a particular candle only when you're feeling really relaxed and happy or deeply focused. Then, later, when you need that feeling maybe calm before a stressful meeting, focus for a tricky task. Or just a mood lift, use that specific scent again. The scent, because it's linked to that positive memory or state, can help trigger those feelings on demand.
That's clever. And what about developing a personal comfort scent?
Yeah, finding scents that make you personally feel safe, grounded, happy, or calm. This could be one of the well-known ones like vanilla or cinnamon.
Or something totally unique to you?
Exactly, something deeply personal tied to a cherished memory that might seem odd to someone else, but for you, it just works. Keep that scent accessible, maybe in a little rollerball bottle, a sachet in your bag, a candle on your desk, and use it whenever you need that moment of emotional support, grounding, or centering during your day.
It seems like for highly sensitive people who often process sensory input more intensely, paying attention to scent could be both tricky avoiding bad smells, but also a really profound opportunity.
Definitely. Managing the input is key, but harnessing the positive side can be very powerful.
And really, for everyone, leaning into these simple sensory pleasures. It's not just some fluffy, nice-to-have thing, is it?
Not at all. It's a legitimate, accessible, and genuinely effective way to actively contribute to your emotional well-being. One source called it filling your positivity tank.
I like that.
Yeah. Finding moments of centering and calm in a busy world, improving your mood, your energy levels, and connecting more deeply with yourself and the world around you. All through a sense we often just ignore.
It really is remarkable, isn't it, that something as common, as often taken for granted as our sense of smell, holds so much power.
It's a direct line to our emotions, our memories, a personal time machine unique to every single one of us.
And it's this simple, accessible, non-intrusive tool, for enhancing mood, reducing stress, accessing those good memories, and just finding little moments of joy and calm every single day.
And weaving it in doesn't require some huge life change or spending a lot of money.
Right. It could be as simple as just pausing, noticing the smell of rain hitting the pavement.
Mindfully brewing that cup of tea. Taking a deep breath while you hold a favorite essential oil, or even just a fragrant spice from your kitchen cabinet.
Or just allowing yourself to be present, like you said, and notice the smells in nature when you step outside.
Exactly. Awareness is the first step.
So we'll leave you with this thought to maybe carry with you today. What's one scent from your past that instantly brings back a really strong memory or feeling for you? Think about it. And then maybe how will you intentionally seek out or use a scent today? Could be one we talked about. Could be your own personal favorite, just to bring a little more joy or calm or presence into your moment.